First place we're going to go is the first place that I really remember living as a child. When my dad sold the house, he sold it to someone on land contract who was mentally unstable, and they got into a little bit of a contract dispute, so the guy thought it'd be better that the house belonged to no one, and to the people that were guiding the voices that he was hearing, it really belonged to them, so he decided to burn it down. So much of this has changed over the years. This is where I grew up, right here. This is where the home was, 1846 North 27th Street. But I'd say like 67, right at the time the riots started, the year before the riots started. And you'd like sit on the stoop of the stairs right here, and the police or the National Guard would come by and yell at you, "Get back in your house, get back in your house." Fade Masters. Awesome name for a shop. That is spectacular. Most of the time we would come up Lisbon and then come down Sherman. So it's like coming up this was always like, I liked coming up this way a lot better because I thought of these as like, oh, these are mansions. How could we be where we are and this be here? To this day, color lines are deep, profound, and you can say this neighborhood, that neighborhood. It pisses me off. It's part of what I, hate about that situation, dislike about the city sometimes. Now we enter Bayview. So can you imagine, going from that neighborhood to this is like, it was really my parents that drove it, and them wanting not to live there anymore. We as kids brother was beaten up and robbed, and my parents were just like, we got to get the kids out of here. Right now we're driving on Jones Island for 10 years. I was longshoreman, and I worked at one of the salt storage facilities here. Your dad would warn you, if you drop out of high school, you're going to end up working in the fucking foundry, you're going to end up on the docks. Well, guess what I did? I worked in a foundry and on the docks because I dropped out of high school. In some weird way, I followed his lead, having to literally be in this city with like next to nothing for a couple of years. That whole process just like made me really appreciate what it is I have, where I am, and why I'm here. I'm Milwaukee crazy proud, and it's, the terminal Milwaukeean that's pretty much it. I love the city way too much, and to say that it sucks is, you should, put yourself in a box, put a postage stamp on it, and just get the fuck out of here.